Hey gamers, welcome back to Square One Games. My name is XONEVANT, and I'm not sure exactly what this is. I'm not sure if this is going to be a new series on my channel. I'm not sure if this is just like a one-hit wonder here where you're going to get this commentary and then that's going to be it. That's going to be the last time you ever hear it. But this is going to be some... it's going to be some real talk from me. And if you don't watch all of my videos, I understand. But if you can just watch this one, that will be helpful for me, because I really want all of us to be on the same page. It's important for you guys to know what I'm thinking and why I do some of the things that I do, because I think that makes a good community, and I'll get to that in a second, what I mean by community. If I sound tired, it's because I am. I've probably been working today for a good 13-14 hours. This is actually right before I go to bed, but the whole day I've been working. I have been thinking. And sometimes when you think, sometimes when you have a lot of stuff in your head, the best way to feel better about anything is to just talk about it. Mother, father, brother, sister, cousin, somebody, best friend. And then no matter what it is, you just tend to feel better when it's not you that just has those thoughts anymore. You've given those thoughts to somebody else. There's been a debate, and you just feel better. And you don't even necessarily have to come to any kind of conclusions. You just feel better. And that's kind of where I am. I'm human just like everybody else. And I have my ups and downs. And I think a couple of days on Facebook I posted that, you know, when somebody says you can't do something, you prove them wrong. And that was the beginning of this. It's been a couple of days. And like I said, today it just kind of culminated. And I said I'm going to do a video about it and see what my subscribers think. And just see what happens. So I don't know how long this is going to be. You can look at the timestamp on the video. If it's too long for you, maybe table it for another day, right? This is not a video that you want to watch halfway and then come back another day. Just click off the video now. If you can't watch the whole thing, that's fine. I mean, I'm not going to be mad at you. But at least watch it. Maybe one night when you're doing homework or something, just put it on and hear me out on this thing, because this is the future of Square One Games, and kind of where I play into it and where you guys play into it. So you guys know that I do unlocks, trophies, achievements. I do the Road to 1000. Thanks to Sanad, Piper the Sniper. Those guys helped me get that show together. Everybody seems to love that show, so we are going to be continuing that in the new year. But I have been trying to diversify my content a little. And you say, well, why is that? Like, why would you want to diversify your content when we like your videos? Maybe you don't, but I'm assuming that if you're watching this, you're subscribed and you probably do like the content. So hopefully you do. Cross your fingers. But we like your content. We like your unlocked videos and stuff. So that's all we want. We just want unlocks. Well, I don't want to be that channel who is like a one-hit wonder. Like, I don't want to have a video that gets 1 million views and then all my other ones get like 300 views. I don't want that. I also don't want to be that channel that just plays one video game. A, because I don't think I could play one video game for a year and that be all I play and have fun with it. And B, I just want diversity, right? I want to be doing retro games on this channel. I want to be doing PC games. I want to be doing live stream. I want to be doing live comms with you guys playing online, which we're getting set up for all that this year. But you're probably saying, well, why do that? Just give us the unlocks, man. Like, that's what we want. That's why we subscribe. And probably a lot of you, when you subscribed, you probably subscribed because you watched an unlocked video. But here's the reason why I want to try to diversify. Because I want to grow this channel, right? I think anybody who's doing YouTube and who's serious about it is wanting to grow their channel, right? They want every video that they put out to get the max number of views, and maybe that's 15 views, maybe that's 100 views, but whatever that max number is, that's what they want, right? Because you're trying to share something with somebody, right? And the reason why that I want to diversify is because I'm not the only person that covers unlocks on YouTube. I'm not the only person who does Let's Plays. I'm not the only person who does PC gaming, which I'll be doing hopefully later on this year. And when I start doing live streaming, I won't be the only person who does live streaming. See what I mean? But I don't know that there's a channel that does it all, right? You can probably go to a channel and say, okay, this person does Let's Plays only, and I think that's great. But is there a channel out there that does Let's Plays, live streaming, podcasts, etc., all in one channel. And there probably is, but that's kind of where I want to land at. And you say, well, why would you want to do that? Why don't you just stick to unlocks? And I was talking to my brother about this earlier today, and he said it's kind of like Rocky, right? If you guys know the Rocky movie, I think most people do. If you don't, you need to watch it because it's great. I think it's on Netflix. He's totally the underdog. He was given a shot, an opportunity against all odds, and even though he didn't win, he went the distance. And that is a great life story. And I don't know that I'm ever going to be 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I don't even know if I want to be 1 million subscribers on YouTube, right? But I know a lot of you guys have said in your comments, like, man, your content is this, your content is that, like, this is better than, and you name a site or you name another channel or you name something. And that means a lot to me, right? And I want to grow, right? I want to get there. But here's the problem. When a game is released, okay, when a game is released and I cover that game 100%, the way that I'm found in YouTube search engines, the way that people can find my channel is by putting in the YouTube search bar, you know, the name of the unlock and the name of the game. Okay, when you do that, all the videos that will show up on that first page, or many pages as they have, will be the unlock the video, right? Here's the problem, is that I refuse to post content prior to street date. I refuse. And you say, well, why would you refuse? Well, I have checked with my network. I am with a gaming network, and I do have an email that can verify this. I don't think I'll ever make it public because it was an email, it was private. But it does say that you can post content. It's a gray area, but you can post content before street date. And I don't know how that's completely legal, right? And I don't know how the people who made the game are not just flagging videos left and right who do that, but supposedly it is absolutely 100% fair. The reason why I don't do it is a couple of reasons. One is I do fear that at some point I may receive strikes on my channel, and then everything that I've worked for to date would be over. They'll just shut your channel down. And I don't want that. I never want to risk that. Do I think that I could get a lot of views for posting, putting a game up a couple days early? Yeah, right? Check it out. People do it all the time, and you can see their views go through the roof. You see their subscriber count go through the roof, and there you go. So do I think I can grow pretty fast on YouTube? Yeah, right? But also, if you read those comments in their comment section, or you go to the website, wherever the videos are leaked, right? It doesn't even have to be on YouTube. There's always these questions like, how did you get the game early? And how are you able to post the content early, etc. And this reputation forms, this kind of bad reputation, right? So the channel is growing, but there's a question mark on it. There's a, how did this happen? And I don't think you can ever live that down. I mean, think of any YouTuber that you know of who may have like something questionable in their channel's history. Every time their channel's mentioned on a blog or whatever, guess what's always mentioned? It's not the 1,000 videos that they did that were great. It was that one video that was questionable, right? It's that one video that had that question mark on it. That's how their channel is remembered. And it's about reputation. A lot of you guys are probably in middle school, high school. Some of you guys are in college. You know, the good thing about going from high school to college or from middle school to high school is that you get to kind of reinvent yourself to a degree, right? Maybe not from middle school to high school so much, but when you go to college, nobody really knows you. So you can be somebody different and pretty much get away with it, you know? But on YouTube, you can't outrun a video. Once a video's up, people know what the deal is, then it's up. So part of me doesn't want to post content early because I don't want to get strikes. The other part of me doesn't want to do it because I kind of value the developer of the game, okay? So you think about it now. Let's say you got an idea for a game right now, right? So you spend the next 4 years, you and your buddies get together, you program the game, you write the game, you make the game, and for 4 years you have a date where you're going to release this game to the public for all the world to see on a certain date. And then the three to 4 days before the game comes out, somebody gets the game early leaks it onto the internet where we all know that it's there forever, and everything you've worked for, everything that you've worked for one specific date, it's over, right? The content's already out. People already know the ending of the game before you've even had a chance to put it on store shelves, right? Because of the street date. So I just can't do that to the industry that I love, because I wouldn't want somebody to do it to me. So I'm not saying this is like an ethical thing. I don't even know if you can put the definition of ethical on it, right? I don't even know if it falls into that stratosphere, right, of definition, but that's the word I'm going to use. I feel like I owe it to the developer, because they're letting us post their content, right? I mean, they're allowing us to post their content, and yet we as YouTubers and bloggers and all kind of websites, we just post the content early. Now let me get this straight. Now, some people, like your bigger media houses like IGN and stuff, they get the content early because they buy it or they're giving it so that they can drum up buzz. But I'm talking about normal YouTubers like me and you. Now, I'm pretty sure some YouTubers may get the rights to get the game early and stuff like that, maybe even post it early, but I know that not all of them do. And that's my whole thing, is I'm never going to post the content before the street date. I will post it, you know, as soon as I can. Like, I'll get the game at midnight and then I'll play it and I'll post. Some of you guys have seen me post as early as 4 in the morning, right, the night the game comes out. So I will do stuff like that. But my biggest question is if I continue to do this, I'm going to grow so slow on YouTube, because I'm going to be behind the 8 ball at every single release. Going to be behind the gate on every single release. You say, well, how is that? Well, the way that the YouTube algorithm works is that it's based on the number of likes you get. I'm pretty sure it's still based on that. It's based on the number of views you get, and it's also based on the length that people watch your content. At least that's my perspective on it. So if somebody puts out a video a couple days earlier than I do, and it's prior to street date, which is kind of where my ethical boundary is. And I'm not saying that them doing that is a wrong thing, right? Because I have an email that says that I can do it. But again, it's just my ethical, and I do the air quotes, my decision not to. So I'm not against another channel who does it. I'm not. They can do whatever they want to do. At the end of the day, I'm just responsible for my channel. But it's important that you guys know why I don't do it. Okay? That's really what this is all about. But here's the problem. If I want to grow fast, then I should post the content early, because that's the only time that I'll be able to have a fair shake at getting new viewers to my channel who's never seen my channel before. Otherwise, I'm always, you know, behind the 8 ball. See what I mean? So that's kind of the problem. And I'm kind of thinking about all this because if you've been keeping up with the news, you know that Lance Armstrong is about to come out and say that he, you know, was doping and stuff with, you know, his cycling career, etc., and that he's, you know, gonna face some flack for that. But his argument is, well, everybody's doping, so why shouldn't I do it? Like, and so that's my dilemma, is everybody is posting content early on websites, blogs, leaking stuff. That's what the internet's for. It seems like the culture that we live in, we just want it. Like, we can't wait 3 more days for the Let's Play. We gotta have it now. And we want to watch an unlock video or something on website or something that we don't even have the game for yet. See what I mean? And that's fine. I mean, maybe I'm just in the wrong world. Maybe YouTube is not for me at the end of the day. Maybe someone that upholds these standards that I have, which I'm not saying are necessarily correct standards, right? This is where the dialogue comes into play. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong in thinking this, because it'll help me shape the way I do things in the future. Maybe I'm just off base, right? And I'm not afraid to admit that. If you guys in the comments say, nah, man, blah, 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 if you got an email that says it's all good, then do it, right? It may sway me, right? I'm not so nearsighted on any topic that I can't hear what people have to say, digest it, and then make it happen. But I can tell you right now that I'm 99.9% sure that this will always be something that I hold, you know, near and dear to me. I've been in the gaming industry before. In my, you know, a couple of years ago, I was working for a company and I was really close to the gaming industry, so I know how they feel about their video games and the stuff that they're making. And that's why I try to respect it. And I go, wow, these people are letting me put their content up on my little YouTube channel and a lot of other people's YouTube channels, and they're not shutting anybody down. Like, they're playing ball, right? Even though they technically still own the rights to that content. So that's kind of where I am, is do I do what Lance Armstrong did and say, hey man, everybody else is doing it, you know, why can't I do it, right? Or do I continue to say what I think I need to say and say, you know what, I'm just going to grow my channel slow, because at the end of the day, I don't want to, I don't want to say break any trust with the developers, but I just don't want to go there. I don't want to get strikes or anything like that. I just want to put the content out and see what happens. And that's kind of where I am. You know, do I try to just fit in with everybody else and have that question mark on my channel that I don't think I'll ever be able to live down? Or do I just continue to do what I'm doing? And it may take me 4 or 5 years to get this channel where I feel like it deserves to be. And I think if you have a YouTube channel and you're serious about it, then in your mind you should think that your channel is the best channel on YouTube. I don't think that's a cocky thing to say. I think that's what you should be thinking about. You know, if you play guitar and there's another guitar player on YouTube and you're serious about your guitar channel, then in your mind you are the best guitar player on YouTube. You have to feel that way, right? And with any talent. So I feel like that I do a really good job of delivering some quality content. I spend a lot of time in editing. I do a lot of graphics, which are not necessarily a sign that you have quality, but it does show that you're serious, and it does show that you put a lot of time and work into your videos. So what I'm learning about YouTube is that time and effort doesn't really mean that you're going to get views, right? Some people have even sent me private messages that say, man, you're just working too hard, right? Just put out more content. And my motto has always been quality over quantity. You know, there will be times where I may not even play a game 100% because I'm not ready for it. I don't have the graphics built. I don't feel like it's going to be professionally delivered, and so I just skip it and go to the next one, because I'm just not going to put out something that, you know, I'm not going to be happy with a year from now when I watch it. And I think the first 400 or so videos I have on this channel, to me, didn't have really good audio. But I was working with what I had, and I was always trying to get new audio equipment in, which I have now. So I feel like I should always be improving. So that's kind of where I stand, guys, is do I just follow the crowd, which I don't think I should. And if I don't follow the crowd, then you guys will be getting content later than what you will be seeing on YouTube. So you may, you know, the day after a game comes out, you may key search the unlock and expect to find it on my channel, but it may not be there yet because I'm behind these other channels. I'm still probably playing the game. I may not have even gotten to that part in the game where I can get the unlock out yet. And you're gonna probably see 14, 15 other videos. Do I blame you for clicking on those videos? No, man. I want you to get your answer. That's the deal. I'm not this greedy guy that says, no, man, if you want that unlock and you're a subscriber on my channel, you have to, you know, get it on my channel. You have to wait for me. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I will send you to another channel if they got the answer. I'll send you to forums. You know, a lot of you guys already know this. I'll help you research stuff on, you know, I've had conversations with people on Facebook before. We just researched it out and we get an answer. So I don't have all the answers, but for you guys, part of me feels like I owe it to you to get you the information when the information is coming out. And if the information is coming out 5 days early, then I feel like I owe it to you guys to get it to you 5 days early, right? I feel like I owe it to you. But my mind, my heart, the way that I'm built says, nah, man, you put it out at any time after midnight. That's when you put it out. So, and it's not about getting games early. It's not hard to get games early. It's not illegal to get games early. You know, you can go to eBay and spend a couple extra bucks. You can get just about any game you can think of early. So it's not about that. It's about when you post it. Is there an ethical boundary, if you can call it ethical, that people cross? And just to get the quick money, just to get the quick views, just to get traffic coming to the website. I mean, obviously we all know that that's what it's for. is that bad or is that good? And that's where I stand. Because once I cross the line, it's like going to the dark side. You know what I mean? You're not coming back. Because for as many people as you make happy, there's always going to be that group that says, "Whoa, man, how are you doing this? Like, this is some foul play right here," and you just can't live it down. I don't think Lance Armstrong is going to be able to recover from this debacle that he's in right now. He may, right? But that's hard to live down. But then again, just about everybody in cycling, from what they're saying, you know, uses enhancers to get better at their sport. And it's funny because I was talking to my brother and he was like, "Dude, when you're a baseball player, you know, a tenth of a second or, you know, a couple more inches on your vertical, even football players, right, means the deal. Like it could be hundreds of thousands of dollars in your contract." And you all know that when you play sports, it has a life shelf. It has, I mean, not a life shelf, but a shelf life. So, you know, if that's something you're going to do for maybe 10 years, you've got to make enough money while you're doing it for 10 years to retire, right? Via endorsements, whatever. And so, you know, do you dope it up a little bit and, you know, take a couple seconds off, you know, your 40 or whatever, just so you can get paid? Or do you play ethically and say, "I'm not going to fall in that trap. I'm just going to take less money, or I'm just not going to be in this game as long as somebody else who's hitting so many home runs in a year," or whatever. And that's kind of where I am, and that's just me talking. And I'm sorry if this has been rambling, but it's important that you guys know where I stand. If you see me not posting content when everybody else is posting content, that's why, man. I just don't know about crossing that line. And like I said, I am not condemning anybody who does, because I do have an email that says that I can do it from my network and that everything will be okay. If there is a problem, they said they would back me up on it. So it's not that. But it's just one of those things where I personally have an issue with it. And, you know, like I said, I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to your critiques. You know, convince me that I'm thinking wrong. You know, like, I'm all about changing my mindset if I feel like that it's correct. But at the end of the day, right now, as far as how I'm doing this commentary right now, I can't see myself crossing that line. So, and I've gotten private messages before, which is kind of where this commentary is coming from too. Like, man, just post it early. Like, just post it. Do what everybody else is doing. So that's kind of why I wanted to bring it to your guys' attention, is because I know that some of you out there probably want me to post it early. But I'm just letting you know why I'm not posting it early and why I've decided to make that stand on this channel. But I'm open to hear what you guys have to say. And I'm sorry if this was a long video, but it just needed to be said. And you know, so we're going to be getting ready for Metal Gear, BioShock. I'm going to be doing some God of War. I don't know which one of these. I know that Metal Gear and BioShock are going to be 100% walkthroughs, every unlock, every level. I'm not sure if I can do, I think Tomb Raider is probably going to be 100%, but some of these games fall too close together, guys, for me to do 100%, so some of them may end up being on the daily dose as just like a Let's Play. But I'm going to try to get all the games up on the channel, whether it be in a daily dose or, you know, 100%. So just keep that in mind. And that's it, guys, for this one. I'm sorry I dragged on, but let me know what you think, please. I'm just trying to figure out where you guys stand with this issue. Maybe I'm just off base. Maybe I'm thinking correct. But like I said, right now, as of this commentary, I'm just feeling like I'm going to just release stuff after the street date and hope that I don't lose subscribers and hope that I can still bring people to my channel. And that's where I'm at right now. It's just grow slow. You know, grow, but grow slow. And we'll just see how it goes. But let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Thanks for paying attention for, I think, almost 25 minutes. And you guys have a very good day.